Hi, it's Andy Ballingall again here. This series is becoming so exciting for me. I can't explain how successful it has already been. I've been recording for just 1 hour. In fact, I'm going to have to stop now and do my proper job. But I've got time just for one more video, and the topic which I've chosen is probably of great interest to all my viewer. I think there may even be two by the end of the year. And it's lighting. And what is there to say about lighting? Well, here I am. I'm lit by a single light source, which is our sun. It's not quite a single light source because it's going through a traditional grey English summer's day, early summer's day, late spring perhaps. It's grey anyway, which is a feature of our island. There are some other features of our island which we'll be covering in later episodes, like our spiralling rise of fascism. I think I want to cut that bit out actually, because this isn't meant to be an angry video. This is meant to be an interesting, informative video, and I don't want to alienate both of my viewers just yet. So moving away from that political, it's really a political thing, isn't it? We don't want to do politics. We want to stick to nice, safe clickbait that will succeed on YouTube. And obviously this series so far is incredibly clickbaity. You only have to see a still from this video to be just bound by some magic to click on the video and watch it in its entirety, and go through all of the others as well, and mention it to your friends and like it and all of those things. Those things are very important in social media. If I'm actually going to earn money doing this, which is very unlikely, but who knows, then all of those activities are very, very important. So anyway, so I've digressed, and I do a lot of digressing, because when you don't actually have any proper content, the digression really is the interesting bit. And I can see you're thinking to yourself, well, it's not actually that interesting, so just please crack on. So without further ado, here we go. So the subject is lighting, as I mentioned, and we're being lit by the sun, which is coming from that direction, one side. You can see my face is lit mainly on this side. And on this side it's very, very dark, and I could be harbouring some sort of rash that you hadn't seen up to that point, so it could be quite advantageous to keep the light away from that side. But as it happens, I am not suffering from a nasty rash, and I can prove that by applying a secondary light source. And this is a very common thing that you will see when watching television, because they usually, when they're filming either television programs or films, they don't just rely on the sun. There's a number of reasons for that. One of the reasons might be that it might be night time, and so obviously that would make it quite dark. I mean, it would be quite good in a way, because if it's dark, you don't need to dress up, you don't need to have a side parting, you don't need to shave properly. All those tips, those presentation tips that we covered in an earlier episode, you don't really need to do those. You just need to sound like yourself, really. But so most of the time, TV and film, they do want to be seen, because otherwise it just gets a bit boring. So they use lighting, and I have a light here, and let's just try switching it on to see what its effect is. So immediately you can now see that I don't possess a rash here. It's sort of like this side, a slightly different shape. You may have noticed by now that my face is a sort of strange combination of weird bits of flesh randomly applied, as if like clay. When you're studying art, you very quickly learn that no face is symmetrical, and I am the living embodiment of that. I've probably taken it a little bit further than most would want. I'm halfway towards being one of those Picasso women, and whilst it does make for great art, it can be a little difficult when shopping for spectacles. I found that's a problem when one of my eyes is the wrong place, or one of my ears is in the wrong place, it makes the spectacles malfunction, really. So we won't talk any more about my eye problems, but what I wanted to do is just demonstrate to you that a secondary light can be switched on at different levels. So there's an even more powerful light now, and one of the things that I can tell you about this is that it's actually quite painful to be facing this light. So when you're next looking at some Hollywood blockbuster and they're simulating a nuclear explosion or sunrise, and the actor is looking into the light, just spare a moment for them, because they're probably blinding themselves for your entertainment, really, which is selfless and a little bit stupid if it's looking directly into the naked light. So don't look into the naked light. It's very painful, and I don't know if I can actually see to switch this off. But in conclusion, what I would say is that lighting is very important, and I'm learning new things every day about how to film things and really give you an experience which makes you want to come back again and again and click the like buttons and cause YouTube to make me go viral and earn millions and millions of pounds, so that I can lounge around doing pretty much nothing most of my time. So that's my oops. I've actually let the cat out of the bag, which I'd hope to keep in there for a short while. But that's my plan, and perhaps we can talk about that in a future video. But I think we've done for now, haven't we? We have, yes. Yes. Okay. Thank you. That's enough now. Goodbye.